Greetings. I hope everybody's doing well. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? You can? Okay, good. Hey, son. All right, guys, let's just get into it because whoever tunes in to the lives is supposed to get the message, and I believe it'll resonate. So I don't want to hold this up any further. Um, we are literally in a mental spiritual warfare. There's been like a trickle down effect. Um, like how a lot of you guys have been like sent bad vibes from people or just dealing with situations that were really just kind of like mind boggling, fucked up, spiritual attacks left and right, psychic attacks, attacks, being forced into solitude even though you liked people and you wanted to hang out with them, stuff like that. Well, right now we are seeing like an external effect of it on a larger scale. So, um, I was told that like now's not the time to be like dealing with bullshit anymore. Like on some real shit. Like now's the time to really tighten things up around you, especially spiritually. I keep having these visions of like darkness. And when I say darkness, I don't mean in the spiritual aspect because you have to understand that everything's not always spiritual, but then everything is in a certain way. So it's a huge contradiction in itself. But when I say darkness, I mean in the world, like no power, no water, no internet, things like that. I keep feeling like that might be something that happens. Now, I feel like it's spiritual warfare because I feel like the so called powers that be kind of want to get people stirred up. Like, you see all the movies, The Purge, you see the TV shows, all the things that we've been conditioned to kind of be desensitized to is actually starting to come to fruition right now. A lot of you guys have been spiritually protected and strengthened because you fought off a lower scale of this type of energy, as far as people trying to steal your energy, people trying to send bad shit to you, people trying to just stop you in life, period. Take your light, take your vibe, or whatever the case. And so now we're seeing that being played out on a grand scale. So, like I said in the last live, I don't remember if it was a high priestess live or it was just a random live, but now's the time to like buy up your alcohol, buy up all your survival supplies. And I don't mean survival supplies as far as your immune system. That's just like one aspect of it. I mean like really learning how to discern energies. Protection is in like arms, things of that nature. Um Sometimes my vision sees things years down the line or months down the line, but I always get this urge when I know it's time to prepare. So I'm telling you guys again, like, it's time to really get prepared. Now, the crazy thing about this energy is that happening is that some people are still in like denial that we are at war whether it's physical or not. And so some people are still playing like bullshit ass games in the 3D realm. And a lot of you guys have been being seasoned so that you know how to discern, because when shit really hits the fan, they're going to be calling on you. The people that they have unjustly harmed or unjustly sent negative energy to, hateful energy, evil eye, all that shit, you guys have been being prepared through that to learn how to discern what to pay attention to and what to open your doors to, your doors and metaphorically, your house, your home, your spirit, all of that. So it's like it's really a time to get together with like minds. And I feel that stronger than ever. Now some of you guys won't have like minds to get with, because a lot of you guys had to cast people out of your lives because they were weak and they were operating from a place of fear. And so that's this apathetic energy that you could probably pick up on me, because fear pisses me off. And I usually tend to attract a lot of people who are living in fear and want to project that fear onto you. And so it's like fear doesn't just have to be afraid of something external. Fear, it could be afraid of someone's power within. Some people are afraid of their own power. And so when they see other people standing in theirs, they kind of want to destroy that, attack that, distract that, bring that down to a vibration that fits them. So if you feel like you've been the black sheep all your life, or you've been cast out, or you've been on this journey on your own, it's for a purpose, because at some point there's just people who can't sit with you. And this is not on some cocky bullshit. This is like on some spiritual shit. Like a lot of us, they say like, history repeats itself. And that's because people keep doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting different results. Well, now the planet has been enlightened on a mass scale. So now things have to kind of like be daunting to see who's really going to stand firm, stand in their power, and stand on what they know. So, it's no longer time to be pussyfooting around and bullshitting and being mad at dumb shit and trying to cause chaos in other people's lives, or just being messy or living in a delusion. A lot of people are self-deluded and they can't see anything outside of what's going on with them. So we're just in a really weird timeline right now. And it's moving fast all around us, as we so-called sit in solitude and isolation and quarantine and all this shit. A lot of spiritual workers and people that are just tapped in general are getting all these downloads and feeling all these things. You need to be able to decipher what's yours, what's fear, what are you picking up from the world, what are you picking up from the people around you, and you need to just stand firm in your own frequency, because you all have like a certain job that you have to do. So like whatever it is that's causing fear in your heart and bringing drama and trouble into your life, you need to make amends with it now and let it go. Because like I keep saying, I've been seeing for years, there are bigger things that's going on than petty friendships, relationships that are inconsistent, somebody not calling you back, somebody not texting you back, who they love, who's my twin flame, who's my all that shit. That shit is just a distraction right now, yo. Like it's a distraction. And so it's really time to worry about your soul, your spirit, and your family. Like that's the most important thing right now. And so I really can't stress that enough. Um, Granted, even when I do readings, it does sometimes love and friendships and all that stuff comes out. So, I can't make the messages come out the way they want to come out, because, everybody is living in their own timeline, is going to need a certain message. I'm just telling you right now, on a grand scale, there's some things happening beneath the surface. And I'm telling you, I've been saying to a lot of my clients lately that April is going to be a very revealing month for everyone. April is going to be a very powerful month. We got Aries season there. And so it's just going to be very powerful. Um, Choose your battles wisely. I also want to say, because Aries is the god of war, you know what I mean? So you want to be choosing your battles wisely at this time. All right, so let's just get into the cards and see what comes out. And also around this time, if you know there's someone in your life that just always brings chaos wherever they go, every time they talk to you, they falling out with somebody, it's just drama all the time. It always got some type of story about how somebody betrayed them and they never have any accountability for anything, and it's just always painting themselves as the victim. These are the people you need to be mindful of, because these are the weak links in your life, and as soon as things get hard, these people are not going to hold you up. These people will fold at the slightest bit of pressure. A lot of you guys have been in quarantine for a minute now, so this is nothing to you. But I'm just telling you, on a spiritual level, there's something greater happening. Um, you're gonna see, like, now that people are in quarantine or whatever, because I really don't believe anybody's in quarantine. But if they are in quarantine, like when I say I don't believe, I have my own thoughts on the word believe and how those play out, because it's duality. But you're gonna see a lot of these people that were sketchy just reaching out to you because they need energy. They don't know how to survive without someone to project on, or someone to feed off of, someone to emulate, or something to shapeshift into. So that's like what's going on now. A lot of people are already used to being alone, so they're just going about their daily lives like it always has been. But there needs to be protection around you. Don't let yourself get distracted, because distractions will definitely be sent to you. Wheel of Fortune comes out. Yeah, change. I feel like this Wheel of Fortune talks about change. We're in a different timeline right now. A lot of you guys, like, I was trying to get out the message the other night. A lot of you guys are on the upswing of this thing. Like, a lot of you guys, even though shit's crazy, you still feel like there's some type of good fortune in your life, and there is. And that's what you have to keep in mind at this time. Do not let fear come in. Don't let other people and relationships falling apart and all that stuff distract you from what's really going on. Because then you'll fuck around and look around, you'll be unprepared. Two of Cups in reverse. So there are separations on the board right now. But that doesn't take away from your fortune. Yeah, you got the ten of Wands in reverse. So actually, any separations that you're going through at this time, whatever's being removed from you is actually removing a burden from you. A lot of you guys be carrying too much shit, and with this Two of Cups in reverse, it's like you carrying stuff that wasn't yours. It was just emotional baggage, holding on to something that just was draining you and dragging you down. The Wheel of Fortune is coming in to give you like that hope, to show you that, yo, there's something else to focus on. So you better start having some type of hope in your own way. In your own way. Thank you, Spirit. We got the King of Cups. I'm sorry, the King of Pentacles coming out. So yes, some of you guys are still standing firm, no matter what's going on external to you, because this Ten of Wands is the burden of other things here in reverse. So I feel like you got to really be strong. Sometimes the pentacles can represent energy. So you're about to start having an abundance of energy because you're tapping out of the burdens of others and you're honing into your power. And you're recreating your timeline here with the Wheel of Fortune. The King of Pentacles represents you being stable, having that solid foundation no matter what's going on external to you, and you really need to focus on that right now. I keep hearing arms, though. Have your arms up, your protection. You need that. You need that. Yeah, because you got the Justice in reverse. So, like, I feel like some shit ain't right. I feel like it's external to you. So you really need to see, we don't deal with fear, we deal with reality. And sometimes people fear reality because their illusions feel better. So when you start to speak truth and you start to say what needs to be said, it's going to strike fear in people, and people are going to react fearfully. And fear is dangerous because when people are afraid, they act irrationally. Like if you think your partner's cheating and they about to break up, you flip out. You don't logically like. So really control your emotions at this time. That's extremely important. Seven of Pentacles comes out. Focus on your own shit. Focus on your plants, your seeds, your home, your environments, all of those things. Your energy. Really take stock of everything that you have. Get things in order is what the Seven of Pentacles is telling me. But right now, the Seven of Pentacles is also telling me focus on your own energy. Like I said, the Pentacles could be energy, and you see how he's looking down at it. It's like, shit. Also, almost like, damn, that's what I was focusing on. And then you look here and you got all this stuff grown in your own garden, or you was carrying the burdens of other people. You didn't even get a chance to really see the fruits of your labor come to fruition because you were so focused on the external world and all the bullshit that was going on with other people. One thing comes to mind, like one of the reasons that I'm extremely like distant, I don't really mix up with people too much, is because sometimes when you fuck with people and you enmesh with them, you start to carry their karma, you start to carry their burdens. And what happens is that you can fuck around and do that for the wrong people, and in the wrong circles and the wrong situations. And then all their bad karma becomes yours because you be ignoring your intuition. And I saw the high priestess in reverse when I was shuffling. And it's like, like certain energies and certain environments aren't for you and certain people aren't for you. But you fuck with them because you have this compassion in your heart and you don't want to make nobody feel left out. But at the same time, it's like you don't want to enmesh people to the point where you aren't being true to yourself because you doing everything, you picking up all this other shit and you're not filtering it out. So then their problems become your problems. Their enemies become your enemies. Their drama becomes your drama. And then before you know it, those same people that you're going hard for become your problem. And then you become their problem. And then now they see everything in their life as something that you caused when you came in on the ass end of shit. So you really got to be careful with what you linking up and what you taking on. I always tell you guys, the day of the martyr is over. That's over. You don't have to be a martyr for anything to show you're a good person. Don't become a slave to your kindness. Don't let your kindness make you a slave to other people's energy and shit, and then you stepping out of your own autonomy, and now you're like vibing on a low vibration because you're trying to not seem like you've risen above certain things, not seem like you've changed or grown. Because a lot of people will make you feel guilty for your growth and the things that you've overcome because they're still dwelling in it because it's comfortable for them. You're going to see a lot of people creating chaos where there is none. A lot of people aren't going to resonate with you anymore. A lot of people aren't going to resonate with me anymore. Some of you aren't going to resonate with me anymore. Because what happens is when you step out of this victim mindset, you step into an abundant mindset and you leave scarcity behind, it's frightening. And I tell you what fear does. I already told you. It makes people act irrationally, act out, project onto you their fears. And so you cannot slow down your evolution for other people to catch up. You cannot slow down your evolution so people don't feel like you acting funny or you've changed. Your growth is just your growth. Your personal journey is your personal journey. And nobody is on that journey with you, no matter how close they feel to you. You always have your personal journey. And you need people in your life right now who are going to honor that. But I'm telling you, the time is up for all of that. This is just coming out in the cards, but intuitively, My energy has been telling me the time is up for the bullshit. The time is up for complaining about how people treat you when all you have to do is remove yourself from the situation. If not, you become a false person. And I had to learn that on my own. You know, I have a best friend of 19 years, going on 20 years, my BF. And she's a psychic too, but she doesn't read for people. She only reads for me. And she's been uncovering so many things that I had to see too, you know, because I don't just let anybody read me. But there's a huge change that's coming through right now. And it's not about being nice. It's not about being relatable. It's not about having everybody ride with you. It's about having that chosen few that are willing to put in the work and get shit done. Because we're in a time of action now. Getting shit done. Thank you. I get the King of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. So definitely, like I said, strengthening your emotions. See, the King of Cups is very stoic. He could have millions, or, you know, just the energy, have millions of emotions running through them. But with the Nine of Pentacles here, they're not codependent. They're not going to attach to anyone just because they feel a way, or someone gets them. You know, this is still standing alone, still being independent in your energy and in your life and in your surroundings, but still being, I guess you want to say, emotionally connected to things. But right now you need to be emotionally connected to self. It's really time to like gain control of your emotions is what I'm hearing. Because there are about to be, and there have already been, lots of emotional triggers. And some people don't know how to step out of that. So they're going to allow shit to keep triggering their emotions over and over again until they fuck up and hurt themselves reacting out of emotion. But for those of you who are tapped into this energy, you're not going to be on that side of the spectrum. Like they say, many are called, but the chosen are few. And so this is the timeline we're in, where you have to be able to stand firm. You don't have to always be emotionally connected to someone to resonate with them, or to have something stable in your life. You're learning how to create that emotional stability on your own. We get the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this means it's time to stop, like I said, stop giving your energy to things external to you. It's time to pour within. It's time to create stability within. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse has already given a lot externally. She's already given so much. The Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing and intuitive. She's earth energy, so she feels the earth around her and what the earth needs, and she gives and she pours and she plows and she sows seeds and all this shit. But now it's time to give that to self. It's time to give that to self. Yeah. Eight of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So you're walking away from giving externally all the time. You're really tapping into what you need. And it's like a reawakening inside of you, arising, as I like to say, inside of you, to where you know what matters now. Now you know what matters. Yeah. King of Wands. Like manifesting your desired outcome and then seeing it take fold. Not coming off your throne to address bullshit, like I always tell you guys. Because I feel like there are going to be a lot of emotional tests I keep hearing that are going to come to you. Some of those people that know how to talk to you, know what strings to pull, And all of that is about to start happening. But you have the choice whether to entertain that or not. I feel like you've already given enough. And now it's time for you to receive. But look at this King of Swords in reverse with the Six of Wands in reverse. Somebody does not want to see you successful. This is definitely a toxic ass person. Someone who very but uses their intellectual energy to mind fuck other people, to distract them from their own success and their own goals. This person is a tyrant, this King of Swords in reverse. They're very self-serving and very selfish. And if they're not winning, oh, you better believe they don't want to see you win. But the wicked thing about this King of Swords in reverse here with the Six of Wands in reverse is this feels like an external energy where people are winning, but they don't want to see it because they're so busy watching somebody else's plate. They can't even eat from the fruits of their labor because they're watching someone else's plate. So they're not seeing their wins. So they definitely don't want you to evolve. But the Five of Wands comes out in reverse. So, oh well, they may not want to see it, but it's still going to happen. I feel like all the chaotic energy that's been present is going to die down in some way. I don't have a timeline, because energy and time is fluid, but there's going to come a point, and I feel like this is going to be you in your life putting your foot down and really putting people in their place. But I hear that it's going to be like a silent thing that you do. I feel like you're just going to like slowly but surely remove yourself from them. It's not going to take confrontation or arguments. That's why the Nine of Cups comes out in the upright. So yeah, you will be successful in dissolving the bullshit in your life. The drama, the one-upmanship, the haters. That's what the Five of Wands is. So that shit's coming to an end. And I feel like they say your enemies will be your footstool. This is what's going to happen for you here with this Nine of Cups. But what I'm also hearing is that don't get into some like energy where you're like, yeah, I told you so. Like, don't be like that. Because then you become like them. Know what you know. Keep your cards to your chest and move forward. But know that you are definitely putting an end to any frenemies. Because I feel like this Five of Wands could have been frenemies in your life. Just bullshit. Family that was tripping. Relationships that were toxic. People who had you competing for their love and their attention. And it really wasn't nothing anyway. That's coming to an end, and you're going to be okay. Like, you're going to have the things you want. That's why I say many are called, but the chosen are few. The Five of Wands also represents like too many cooks in the kitchens, too many chiefs and not enough Indians type shit. But if you stay solid and remain in this energy here, you're going to have this Nine of Cups. You're going to have that fulfillment. Things are going to go well for you. And you won't be out here in the rat race scavenging for things and using people and being in the mess. Like, you're going to be placed where people can maybe see you but not touch you. Ashe, we get the Chariot here in the upright position. So definitely you're being guided spiritually. Your ancestors, your guides, your angels, all of those things are working with you right now to push you to where you need to be. If you get an urge to go somewhere, to move somewhere, do it. If you get an urge to like pack up your car and just get ghost, do it. Like, now is the time to make certain decisions. But also, this is just saying, like, you're moving on, you're moving forward in a positive way. Yeah, and it's beautiful how it comes right after this. Maybe some of you guys need a new car. You're going to get it. Yeah, you'll beat out the price, or they'll choose you over anyone else. If you got to get some things fixed on your car right now, someone will do it for a very reasonable price for you. I'm also hearing. And if you want to move, the property, the interest rates right now are very low. So it will be a good time to kind of like get some property and just tuck your ass away. Now is a great time to live off the grid as much as possible as you can. Like I said in the last live, your generators, your solar powered things, chargers, all those things, really stocking up on survival supplies is very important. Because with the Justice card coming up in reverse, I just kind of feel like there will be some external things with the so-called powers that be that will try to make things hard. Yeah, with the Page of Wands in reverse, this is messy ass energy. Promises being broken, people speaking but not really having any intentions to carry anything out, so you can't really rely on anyone right now. You really can't rely on anyone right now. Because with this Page of Wands in reverse, this is that energy that I was picking up in the beginning of the reading, just like toxic people, messy people. This is gossip. This card is gossip here. And that's why I said, even with everything going on external, people still acting stupid and doing bullshit. Those are going to be the people that are going to wish they had spent their time wisely. Those are going to be the people that are going to be hitting you up for help in some aspect. Because while they were out here talking reckless, doing stupid shit, being petty, because the Page of Wands in reverse is very petty, while they were doing all that shit, you were over here being the King of Pentacles, getting things solidified, stepping towards the things that you need, and letting go of burdens and making things happen with the Wheel of Fortune. So you need to be mindful of that. Now is not the time. Now, it's never been the time. It's never been the time. But some of you guys got linked up into some other people's shit, and then their energy signature started to blend with yours, and then you started being a false person just to maintain false friendships because you didn't want to be mean to the people that were being mean to you because of past childhood traumas and all this shit that you have been conditioned to put up with. And then you started to have these same types of people come into your life as adults that you had in your life as children. And that was what the whole thing was about. They used to always tell you to heal your childhood trauma so that you don't have to keep reliving this shit in adults. And that's why a lot of adults are still living through the lenses of children, still doing childish things, things that people who have understanding wouldn't even think about doing. Accountability sounds like fighting words to some people these days. Everybody's so stuck in victim mentality, you can't even have an honest conversation anymore. Because everyone wants to be attacked. People are like literally on 3, 2, 1. I'm offended. So it's like, you just gotta go where you can be free and speak freely. You can't be trapped into some little prison where your voice is quiet because you're scared to offend people. The truth offends people. Everything that sounds good is not the truth. And the truth doesn't always sound good. So when people want to argue with you about your truth and your journey and your mission and the lessons that you've learned, you have to leave them in that. We're no longer proving to people what we've been through and why we see things a certain way and how we feel and how we know, and all that shit is dead. You're casting your pearls to swine when you do that, because no matter what, people don't want to change. They don't want to change. They're living in an illusion. And by all means, they will drag you into that illusion with them if they know they don't have to be delusional alone. That's why so many people are freaking out over this damn whatever. All right, let's get it. Hierophant here at the bottom of your deck in the upright position. Like I said, speaking your truth. Many are called, but the chosen are few. It's only 3 of them. It's a few of them here. But they all on the same page. You know what I mean? So you need to be where you are welcome, not where you're tolerated, not where you're used, not where you're just, oh, I guess. Like, no. With the Hierophant here, you've evolved. You're on a totally different level than this shit here. These people here in this Five of Wands will be with anybody as long as they have a source to feed off of. And they all have calamity and chaos within each other, but then they all still sitting around each other in this bullshit. And here you are on your own, enjoying the fruits of your labor, like we saw with the Seven of Pentacles. You standing in your power here with the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So you don't have time, okay? And you create time. You create your timeline. So when I say you don't have time, it will sound contradictory to me saying that time is fluid and it doesn't exist, but you create your time. Your time is your energy. Whatever you're giving to, you're not giving to this anymore. So Spirit is saying if you have some petty issues, either speak up, clear the air, or move on. But yeah, move on. Because things are changing. We're no longer carrying shit anymore. That doesn't serve us. And it's just, it is what it is. Yeah. Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, we get energy all the time. These chaotic, impulsive people who don't know how to think clearly, they just move without planning. They jump into things without taking anything into consideration. They run their mouth recklessly. They don't even think before they speak. Okay? And while you're speaking, they're thinking of what their reply should be. Tower in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Divine intervention coming in and knocking that shit out of the park. Knocking things down. The earth is tired. Everybody's tired. Okay? So things are have to shift at this point. Things have to shift. You actually dodged a bullet by leaving certain associations, leaving behind certain environments, certain family members like we talked about. All that is actually, you actually dodged a bullet with this Tower in reverse. Yeah, because these people were just nosy and messy. Like I said, same energy as the Knight of Swords in reverse. Don't even have to keep going over it, you know? This is just nosy, on somebody else's business. Don't know what's going on in their life. They know what the fuck's going on in everybody else's life. They don't even know nobody. You know, these are onlookers. Not well-wishers, just onlookers. People that want to look but don't have anything to contribute. With the Page of Swords in reverse, know-it-alls, you know? I know you. But with the Page of Swords in reverse, you don't even know yourself. That's why this Knight of Swords just running rampant, doing stupid shit, not thinking, fucking without protection, getting with anybody that they want, not caring about anything, and they want to drag you in on the shit too. But whatever, that's not my business. You are the Queen of Swords here in the upright position, okay? So you've been through shit. Like I said, you're seasoned. You know what's up. You know what's up. So you're very intuitive and very intelligent. The Queen of Swords is very intelligent because of the shit she's been through. Her experiences have seasoned her. So never allow anyone to make you feel shameful for what you've experienced in your life. Oh, you went through that. You're damaged. No, you're wiser. And you could possibly help them not go through some things. But that's not how everybody's going to look at it, as we see here. These are the people that just think they know you and haven't even asked the important questions. They don't even know anything important about you, but they think they know you. But you're the Queen of Swords. You know you. And you're standing in your power. You've got healthy boundaries up. But at the same time, you may be kind-hearted because you're the queen. But at the same time, you like, don't come close to me with no bullshit because my sword is still up. So your sword is up and your hand is out saying, come here. But tread lightly. Tread wisely too. So whatever you've been through, and a lot of you high priests and high priestesses have been through shit. So you know, you can see trouble coming before it even gets to you. You know. And you take your intuition and you use that along with your intuition. I'm sorry, did I say your intuition? You take your intuition and you use that with your intelligence, is what I meant to say, to prevent you going through certain things again. Because the Queen of Swords is a widower, as a widow, or a widower. But even if you haven't lost someone to a physical death, certain people are dead to you because of how much trauma and pain they have brought into your lives for no reason. Because maybe in the past you didn't have healthy boundaries up and you were a people pleaser and you just wanted everything to go well and everybody to get along. But that was to your detriment. So as the Queen of Swords, you know better. You know better. So now before things happen, you're going to be checking yourself. You're going to be checking yourself like, well, how did I even get put in this situation? And then that's going to create this logical energy within you to where you don't react out of emotion, you know, like we saw with the King of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles earlier. Okay. We got the Six of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands. So a lot of you guys are going to be receiving some type of help, some type of camaraderie, help from the universe, even your spirit guides. But you have to defend that. You can't just go about giving that to everybody. There are going to be people poking at you, like I saw earlier, some emotional triggers, but there will just be triggers here with this Seven of Wands. But you have the upper foot, you know what I'm saying? So you'll be above it. You will have some things to defend. I'm here like a why me? Why not me energy with the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. I'm hearing like you get certain blessings coming in and certain help from the divine. And then those onlookers, like we talked about, are possibly looking at you like, well, why them and not me? When they haven't even done the work. Okay, they were too busy being messy and causing drama. They didn't have time to do what they needed to do to solidify their foundation. And that has nothing to do with you. So like I said, don't be walking around feeling guilty for your success and your evolution and your forward movement. Here with the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. Don't walk around feeling like that because you've done the work. The King of Pentacles in the upright has done the work to create generational wealth, long-term stability. You know? So, yeah. All right, let's get the Kipper, guys. Oh, wait, Spirit said get the After Tarot. Sorry, y'all. I can't even see the comments, really. You got the Knight of Cups shooting out in the reverse. So yeah, that's that same messy energy. But the Knight of Cups in reverse is emotionally messy. Like they just go around stirring up any emotions in people and then move on to the next source. This is the emotional vampire. Stay away from people that like to play on your emotions. Emotionally manipulative as well, but very childish with it. Just very reckless with it. You never want like a knight in reverse. You just don't. Eight of Cups coming out. So this is the second time she showed up. So you definitely walking away. Yeah. Walking away from this energy. Anybody that's playing on your emotions just to get... this person just wants emotional supply. You got the Tower here showing up again. So you definitely are letting things fall. Things are falling, y'all. Things are falling. Seven of Swords with the Three of Swords. It's taking some losses. But a lot of you guys, like I said earlier, are going to be like quietly moving away from heartbreak and stuff. But with this Three of Swords, it's like you're healing. So you're sneaking away from people to go in and do what you got to do for you. You're sneakily, not, I don't even like to say sneaky. It's like you're stealthily moving away from things that were causing you pain so that you can go and get right with yourself. And sometimes that's how you got to do it. Some people may call this ghosting. But I don't fucking believe in ghosting unless we're in a romantic relationship and you just fall off the face of the planet for months or some shit. Then maybe that's ghosting. But if you're walking away from toxic environments or just draining ass energy just so you can get right and take swords out your heart and feel better, the stealth part about it is like you're not making announcements like, hey, to everyone in your phone. Like, hey, I'm going through something. I'm hurting. I'm trying to heal. I'll talk to you guys later. Like you're not doing that because you're focused on self with that Queen of Pentacles. You're focused on you. So stealthily, yeah, you moving. And I feel like the people that really fuck with you gonna understand that. They're like, okay, well maybe they're going through something. You know? Not like the people that think they know what you're going through, but ain't even had those conversations with you. Some of you guys be feeding people false information just to keep them out of your business. I could dig it. Sometimes you got to do that. That's part of that stealth. You know? Motherfucker get to asking questions that ain't got nothing to do with them. Sometimes you might tell a little lie, like, or you may just omit certain things to keep people out of your business. Especially if it has nothing to do with them. Yeah, Six of Wands flies out. So yeah, don't tell nobody your business. Keep shit to yourself. Like I said with the Page and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Motherfuckers ain't even for you. So why they gotta know everything about you? Like what they gonna do with that information? How is that information going to like make them successful? How is what you doing in your life on your healing journey got anything to do with them? You're becoming empowered, man. That's just it. If you taking your power back on such a grand scale that even the past doesn't matter anymore with the Six of Cups in reverse. The past is done. You know, the only way you can change the past is by doing better and living better in the present and securing things for the future so that, like I said earlier, history doesn't repeat itself. So you're actively making sure that history doesn't repeat itself. Yeah. And now we have the Justice in the upright when earlier he was in the reverse. So it's like you're rewriting karma for yourself. You're healing the bloodline behind you, before you, within you, now, all across all spaces and time. You're righting the wrongs, you know what I mean? And so all that petty bullshit, people mad at you for no reason, all that shit is done, you know, it's done. That's the Eight of Cups twice. The Hangman come out here in reverse. It's like you got a new perspective. You realize your spirit guides were there with you this whole time when you thought you had been separated from support and blah 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 and all that. No, it was your spirit guides, your ancestors that were there with you, feeding you, nourishing your soul when you couldn't even get any nourishment from the ones around you that you were nourishing. That's why, or nurturing. That's why the Queen of Pentacles came up in reverse, and I was telling you it's time to give to you. But even when you weren't giving to you, your guides were there, like making sure you had things while your crown chakra was being illuminated, while you were getting downloads, while you were tapping into self and source to even be able to shift your perspective about life. A lot of you guys are becoming minimalists. You don't really care about a gang of shit, just the necessities. And you know how rich and wealthy that makes you? Oh man. And then we got this Knight of Swords popping up again. So this is definitely like somebody who don't want you to do that. But who cares? Still being reckless, you know? But that's just how some people are, guys. It's nothing we could do at this point. A line has been drawn in the sand, okay? So we really don't have time to be like sitting around worrying about people like this. Because they ain't thinking. They ain't even thinking. They just reckless. They mad. They looking for someone to project on too. The Knight of Swords is just like, you know? Look at this. Stay away from people who always got a problem, yo. Because I'm telling you, when you fuck with people who always got a problem, somehow, some way, you become one of those problems. Even if you never even be around these people physically. You don't physically be around them. You don't talk to them. You have no stock in their life. They will find some way to make your ass one of their problems. You gotta stay away from it. You gotta stay away from it. Yeah, and focus on your money. Focus on, you know what? Not even money, because I'm telling you, money is not even going to be important after a while. Currency, the way we know it, is not even going to be the same in a while. But anyway, focusing on self, your energy, building yourself up, getting things in alignment, getting things in order, learning you, mastering you. That's what needs to happen right now, you know? Still, this nosy motherfucker keep wanting to show up. This motherfucker probably on the live right now with us. Motherfucker on the live. Motherfucker on the live being nosy. Watching us talk about them. Spirit. Thank you. Motherfucker on the live now. Being a fool. Anyway. It's time to take a new direction, y'all. It's time to take a new direction. Two of Pentacles in reverse. You're getting your foot in. Things are coming in order for you. I feel like you're really going to start to reshape your mind. You got the King of Swords coming out in the upright position. So this is you really having shit in order, doing what you need to do, like speaking your truth, being honest, just really fucking with people in an honest ass energy. Like, you ain't playing the mind games. Like, yeah, you intelligent, yeah, you know this and you know that, but I feel like you really just like being chill, you know, like with your intelligence, you know, like you teaching maybe, giving people sound advice that's going to really help them out, maybe protecting people as well, I'm hearing. Yeah, and some of you guys maybe into law in some aspect. Hmm. Y'all know I'm crazy, guys. Oh, Ashe. We got the Nine of Pentacles coming out again with the Temperance in the upright position. So I feel like you guys are definitely on the right path. If you've done that soul work and all that detoxing we were talking about earlier with those energies and just really stepping into your power, you had the Nine of Pentacles earlier coming out with the King of Cups. So you are definitely secure. I feel like you are gonna really make sure your surroundings are safe. Buy lots of water. The guy who owns Nestle, I think he sold like a lot of his shares in that. And that was weird because I remember like in about 2010, I had heard, well, I had researched about some stuff about the water because I used to buy Nestle water, and he bought like tons of share in the world's water, like so that he would own it in case of an emergency. I don't know why that, and that's so weird. When I was looking on some things today, I saw that he sold lots of shares in that. So that just kind of struck me as weird. So make sure you have a lot of things in the home that are very stocked, lots of supplies. Um because lots of grocery stores are closing earlier than they used to. They're not restocking and stuff like that. And this has been happening for a few months now. So definitely make sure you're up on things. This is not fear mongering. This is preparation that we're talking about. So yeah. Okay. Let's see, Spirit. What's the outcome? Outcome is the Queen of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So like we had the Six of Pentacles earlier, remember? And I was talking about that help, that those things that you need being given to you. So you are gonna have that. This is gonna create some emotional fulfillment for you. Um this is going to like give you a sense of security, help you kind of like channel your emotions, calm them down, because we talked about that earlier, staying in that emotional energy. But you're definitely going to have what you need, the supplies that you need. So just get on that. Yeah. All right, guys, let's get the Kipper, then we'll be done. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Straight at the bottom of the deck is the false person in reverse. So yeah, like you know what's up. I'm seeing toil and labor in reverse. You got high honor with concern coming out. So some of you guys are concerned, like, are my ancestors going to protect me through this right now? Am I on the right track? Do I have that divine alignment, that divine protection? Yes, you do. Um, if you concerned about it, just make sure you're on the up and up with your spirit and what you got to do for yours, and that's it. Because like I said earlier, don't become enmeshed in other people's karma and other people's drama and other people's lives to where it starts to give you doubt about your own and where you sit in terms of being chosen. Like we talked about last time, it's like going to be one of those last little pulls to see which route you want to go. So don't be concerned. You are seated with the most high, but at the same time, you got to be sharp about the shit. Be concerned so that you don't recklessly and thoughtlessly go into decisions and create bullshit. You know what I mean? you are in divine alignment. Like I said earlier, high priests and high priestesses. So it's like your concern is if you're on the right track. You are with the high honor coming out, but you just gotta sit. Like we see the wealthy man here. This is almost like the King of Pentacles. You just gotta sit in your space. You know what I mean? And know that you have this abundance. It's all around you. You know what I mean? We got the main female in reverse with the adjudication in reverse and the sudden and I'm sorry, and the unexpected income in the upright position. So like I told you earlier, there's gonna be people that are gonna be upset about your like abundance, like about this. And see, abundance and wealth, it's not just physical or money. It's like a energy that you carry. There are gonna be people that are gonna be judging you about this. The main female in reverse is somebody that, like I said, can't embody what you have, but they're not looking at themselves. They're too busy comparing themselves with the adjudication in reverse to you. So they're not even seeing their own power, and they're just seeing you gaining unexpected income, which motherfuckers shouldn't be pocket watching other grown-ups anyway. But anyway, they see you gaining all this stuff and they feel like it should have been theirs. So they're judging everything that you do. You know? And that's why I said don't let that cause you to be worried about your shit. Don't become enmeshed with anybody's bullshit. Send them love and peace and balance and all that great goodness from a distance and keep it moving. Because you got your own path. You know what I'm saying? You got your own path. Lovers in reverse, that's not what you need to be in, because this will cause despair. That's that worry, that concern. And then you start to embody all this negative ass energy that's not going to help you manifest anything except more misery and despair if you stay around people that you know you should be separated from, here with the lovers in reverse. You know? Because if you got this unexpected income, this means things are about to go well for you. Things that you probably had planted a long time ago, like we saw with the Seven of Pentacles and then the Six of Pentacles coming out twice with the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like good things are going to be coming in to you. You got to separate to make room for that. If not, you're going to be so enmeshed in other people's mess that you mess around and miss a valuable opportunity, and then you be sitting here sad. Yeah. So stay away from people who unjustly judge you, don't even really know you. They don't really even know you. You know, what your path is, what you're doing. You got a seat in the higher realms. So that's what you need to be concerned about. Your seat in the higher realms. All right, guys. That was it. Oh, wait. Let me pull one oracle card and then we'll be done. I'm going to leave it off with an oracle message, guys. I know that was very long-winded for just a damn random reading, but I had to do it while I had the energy. Thanks for everybody liking the video. I really appreciate that. Ah, shit. You got the adjacent possibilities. It came out like this. So, okay. There are some decisions you got to make. Don't get stuck on only one outcome, y'all, because that's how you mess things up and miss valuable opportunities. So, it says when this card is reversed, the adjacent possibilities card is warning you to be careful not to miss an unknown opportunity because you're too married to your agenda. It's also asking you to turn inward with a willingness to shake up your old unhealthy patterns and inner habits. The power of your life force moves through you deeply, moves through your deeply held habits, projecting your energy out into the universe and calling back your results. In this way, your ongoing thoughts and beliefs are really your defining moments. And in every next moment, you have an energetic choice. So it's time to decide, are you going to let worry and self doubt define you? Or are you going to step into the ever present adjacent possibility of optimism, trust, and self love? No matter how stuck you feel, you always have options in the thousands of choices you make every day. Wow, guys. So, yes, time to make a decision. And then you got indecision in reverse. I'm going to just read this just because that is so funny. Because you guys are teeter-tottering over what you should do. You have the Chariot with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, so you're going to just make the choice. Okay, indecision in reverse says, congratulations. This card reverse indicates a newfound freedom from indecision. You have either recently made or are just about to make an important decision. This is an important time, so bring a clarity of consciousness to your new direction. The fragmented and confused energy that you've been sending out is gone, and now you can bring new structure to your plans and your life. You may not have known what to do in the past, but your soul has been trying to guide you all along. Open up to the potential of this time and create clear and powerful intentions regarding your new choice. Then let yourself move forward with purpose and personal power. Okay, guys. Yes, we talked about that. And then look what showed out, victory. I'm not going to read that, but yeah, victory showed up. So, you guys, so many of you are torn because you're like, one foot in the spiritual realm, then the foot here in the 3D, and you like, what should I be concerned with? And it's just like, I don't know what to fucking tell you to be concerned with, okay? But these are just the energies. Hopefully it give you some hope because you got some plans to make and some decisions to make, you know? But don't let any fear and decision get you, because I feel like you know what you need to do. It's just doing it. That's it. That's it, guys. It's just doing it. You're welcome, love. Shout out to my moderators, man. Y'all be holding me down. Thanks to everybody who's still been booking with me. I totally respect you and value your energy. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are so great. Always tuning into my lives and stuff. All right, yes, Ashe. So just get prepared, get your arms, get your power sources and all those things. Water, booby traps. Okay. I love you guys so much, man. I fucking love y'all. All right, sending you love, peace, and balance.